Hey there, it is Helena and Grant on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in our hometown of Wagga. And I just wanted to jump out quickly today and share with you one of the things that has come up for us recently, which was a little bit unexpected, which I didn't exactly think would kind of happen, especially in the early stages of starting our business on the internet. And as you could probably imagine, what sort of led us down this path in the first place is obviously being in a position where the both of us, but particularly me, where I really just wanted to get out of my job. I just didn't want to, I felt I had a lot more to offer, a lot more things that I wanted to do, I guess, than trade away 50, 60 hours of my week doing something that I don't hate, I'm just not passionate about. And we sort of got in that position where we realised if you're doing something 10, 12 hours a day every single day for 4, 5 years, no matter what it is, it's going to end up getting boring. And that is kind of one of the major things, one of many, mind you, that has sort of put us on this path of figuring out more what we want to do and heading down a more automated path, I guess, of generating income for ourselves rather than trading away all of our time. But what we have sort of figured out recently, or what I've more figured out recently, now that we're in a position where I'm just about to quit my job, is how, I guess, having a job puts you in a position where you don't really need to think about what you're going to have to do all day or all week or all year. You don't have to think about where you really want to live. You don't have to think about how you're going to plan out your weeks. You don't have to think about how you're going to plan out your days. You just do it because you have to do it. You know that 5 days of the week or whatever it is that you work, you're going to have to dedicate to turning up to your job. And then it's just, say, the 2 days on the weekend where you have to think and get excited about and get creative about what you're going to do with your time. Now, I've realised this a bit sort of leaning, like when we first started creating this business, all I could think about and all I've thought about since is just being in a position right where we can quit my job. And probably one of the best things about this business for us has been the fact that we can do it around our job. Like, it's been super convenient for that, especially when it comes to like reinvesting and instead of just going all in, throwing yourself in the deep end, putting yourself in financial stress where you actually don't have a regular income and now relying fully on the business, we've been able to like slowly transition into that, which has been beautiful for us. It's exactly what we needed. But now that I'm in a position, I'm in a position where I'm going to be quitting soon and thinking about how we're going to be spending our time all day, every day, we've realised, especially even just on weekends, how quickly a day can go by, how quickly you can waste an entire day. Sound skipper. How quickly, like, you think about having 24 hours all day, every day, and you think about all the amazing things that you're going to get done and how much work you're going to get done and all this stuff. But when you actually get to it, you sort of look at yourself and go, okay, what are we going to do for the day? And it's kind of a little bit of a struggle for me, and it actually scares me a little bit, to be honest with you. I know the reason that it scares me is because I've never, ever, ever been in that position before in my entire life. Like, I had 5 days a week at school right up until I was 17, and then for the last 9 years, I've had 5 days a week at my job. So it's something that I've never, ever had to think about, and now that I do have to think about it, it's just like there's a few little scary things, not even around money. Like, it's not even the money that's scary about it, it's just the feeling of what am I going to do all day, every day. And this is like I said, when I first started out this business, that was not a worry for me at all. I was like, I can't wait to spend all my days doing whatever it is I want to do all day, every day. But now that it's so close and it's so real, it's become a lot more real for me, and I'm starting to realise it's like, wow, what am I actually going to do all day, every day? I'm not the sort of person who wants to sit down and do nothing all day. I'm not, like, as good as this business is, like, we can spend 2-3 hours max a day on this business if we really want to, and that be plenty of work to spend. That's the beauty of having a business on the internet and it being fully automated and all that, which is brilliant. But it puts you in a position where you actually now have to think about what you're going to spend your time doing. I know that if I'm pretty consciously aware of this and stay active in figuring out how I want to spend my days, I'm going to figure it out, and I'll look back on the time where I used to waste all my time at work doing things I didn't really like to do, and I'll be very happy that I've gone down this path. Now, Helena's been out of her job for like...
Nearly 12 months now.
Nearly a year. I'll give you the microphone. When you started, like first, I know you're busy because it's basically when you started your online business journey was when you quit your job.
Yeah.
That was one thing that was really convenient for us. Being in a couple, I could sort of work while Helena was still, while Helena could, figure out this business. But what was it like for you when you first started going from 4 days a week away at your job to having 100% control over your time?
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a transition there. And like you sort of spoke about before, I think because when you're first setting up any business, but especially a digital business, there's a lot that you need to learn. It's something that we personally didn't have any background in. We didn't have any particular skills around marketing or anything like that. So we were literally starting from scratch. And what that meant is that we did actually have enough work so that I sort of tried to stay in the same routine as what I would if I was working a normal sort of 9-to-5 job, Monday to Friday. And so did that for the first few months, to be completely honest, because it was really easy for me to go, being used to waking up at, 6:30 in the morning and then starting work at 7 and then working until 5 and just sort of going into that routine. And that's what I continued to do when I went home for the same amount of time. So the first few months looked pretty similar, to be honest, just because we were setting all the, systems up and everything so that eventually we could get to this point where we're at now, where pretty much our entire business is automated and it's just simply a matter of, tweaking things here and there or setting up new things or, creating new ideas that we want to implement. And that's when we put in, more hours in a day now. But as you said, it's definitely not the type of business that you need to be, working on like you would a normal job. And that's the beauty of it, because it allows you to have that time to do what you want to do. But as Grant was sort of the focus of this video was basically just to explain that, when you do have unlimited freedom, really consider what the best use of your time is going to be. And, some days it's a matter of, like we've done today, sleeping in late, having a bit of a walk around the lake with the dog and, just chilling out. And, that alone it's amazing, being able to have such a good effect on your health as well. So
if that's nice doing that. But if that was my life all day, every day, I'd want to go back to work.
Exactly.
Which is kind of the point of this video. Like, when it keeps just going back to the mindset around, like, everybody just dreams of the day that they can smash their resignation in at their work and be like, yes, I don't have to go to work anymore. I'm making enough money doing whatever it is I'm doing.
Yeah.
And really, for anyone who's in that position, I really want you to think about what it's really like, because it's really like that for us at the moment, or me, and a very good position to be in, and one I'm very happy to be in, but it feels much different than what I thought it would feel like, where I'd be super duper excited, ready to just, like I said, throw my resignation in and just never go back there again and just enjoy life and not have to go to work anymore. But it doesn't really feel like that as much. More it feels like, okay, now I've got to start to really think about what I'm going to do with my time, because I don't want to just waste the hours that I have in the day just doing nothing all day, every day.
Exactly.
And stay tuned, because we've got a lot of stuff coming up that we are doing. A lot of change coming through, a lot of massive changes in our life, which we are documenting right now, and we're going to take you through that journey. I'm really sorry that the sun's so bad and you can't see us that well, but I can't really see the screen. Anyway. Oh, hey, Amy Taylor. Hey, Rachel. Moving forward, we're going to be doing a lot of that stuff to keep ourselves occupied. But, that's the video.
That's it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Yeah.
Bye.